Video games, video gamers, a little word in your shell, like, pal, a little word in your shell, like. I used to be big into video games. I used to be really big into video games, and then shit started to happen on the periphery. This plague, this contagion, known as Gamergate. The world litting up in fire as all these fucking virginal nerds came out saying, hell no, we will fight against the fight against oppression. These people saying that yes, we want to increase oppression, and I backed away because you know what, I'm not a gamer, I just play Minecraft. And it pushed me away from a guy that I for many years at university and college and stuff genuinely regarded as, you know, as a truly inspiring figure, as a guy who kind of was a teacher without realizing and kind of informed my own morality, you know, like, for Christ's sake, the past year my morality has been all I have had, and this is a guy who through the things that he says has directly informed my morality. Someone whose wisdom and intellect and thoughts and discussions on the nature of objectivity and subjectivity and reviewing have genuinely affected me in a massively positive way, but because of this parasitic plague within the video games community, I stopped liking him. Because I misunderstood the situation, because I misread the situation, because I saw tremors of the plague. I saw tremors of the great black horror that is festering on video games communities at the moment. And I ran away from this guy that I regarded as a fucking legend. Because this shit was getting nasty. This shit was getting to blur some fucking lines, you know? When the guy who you regard as like a fucking saint, who has genuinely informed your morality, who has genuinely informed your ability to criticize and to understand the world and process the world, when this guy is ranting about social justice warriors, my instinct is, okay, I can't be here for this anymore. So I go away. And I go to the place that my own fans, my own commenters have sent me to. Every time that I get a positive comment or whatever, like, there will be oh, this is like the Gymquisition, you're like the Gymquisition. So I checked out the Gymquisition, and that led me to the Podquisition, and that led me to Laura K. Buzz. And today, it's... I was having a lovely day. I mean, okay, it started mad and shit, but I was having a lovely day. I had powered through this lovely thick, right? And I was like, okay, I'm doing this thing. What's happening? Oh, somebody's saying some awful things about Laura K. Buzz. This isn't right. I'll have to get the full story later. I'm writing this thick. And I write it, and it's fucking brilliant. Like, I genuinely feel that this fic has strong characters, strong writing. It represents all these things in a way that kind of blends the pulp and blends strong female characters and blends all these different things I love together in a way that I can kind of feel proud of, and I'm feeling good and happy, and I say, okay, let's listen to this video. Let's listen to Total Biscuit having a rant, and it's like preach it, brother. It's like fucking preach it, brother. It's like Sam Vimes feeling the fucking duty again, you know? It's like fucking Jeremy Corbyn standing up and saying, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna fight against austerity. It's this moment when this guy that you were so enamored with, so genuinely trusted, but had to move away from because there were certain topics, certain subjects that made you feel like there were some iffy areas. And it's this moment where he comes out and he says, no, you know what, fuck this. I am a moral bastard. You're being immoral. Fuck off. And it's fucking beautiful. It's horrible that this happened because of what happened, and I will talk about that in a moment, but this to me is you know, fucking King Arthur coming out to fight on the Battle of Camelot. It's that kind of shit of like the old warrior, the old mentor, this figure that you have. You've fucking written essays inspired by the shit that he said, and he's coming out to bat again, and he's coming out to bat for your side, and he is fucking being a champion, and every word he says is fucking right and fair. And I swear to God, this guy is more fair and balanced than I will ever be in that moment, in that sentence, as he is giving the most glorious fucking smackdown to arseholes. He is being fair and he is being balanced and he is dissecting and analysing and he gets it dead fucking on. I could not be anywhere near so fucking great about that. I've been honest, like, I've just been doing fucking purges on my channel. I've just been like, I don't like you, don't like you, don't like you, don't like you, don't like you. And this is Total Biscuit saying, if you are going to be transphobic, if you are going to be someone who does not regard transgender people as people with rights that deserve to be respected, if you are someone who wants to disrespect their rights, fuck you, fuck off, I don't need you. And it's this tremendous moment of clarity as you suddenly see, oh, so this guy was fucking... he was never fucking iffy at all. This guy has always been moral. It's just that where I have been embracing a certain dispassionate need for a violent fight back, at least in terms of internet comments from the oppressed communities. this guy has never fucking wavered. He's never fucking said anything other than to be fair and decent. And this is him saying, you know what? You're not gonna fucking be fair and decent. I will lay it out clear for you. I will not be fucking fair and decent to you too. Fuck off. And honestly, like, I mean, he talks in this video about how presumably there are people who are slinging their dicks around going like, well, you know, we will leave then, and, you know, this will affect you monetarily. Like, honestly, I'm bloody going back to this guy now. After hearing him so passionately speak in favour of someone, of a person that I genuinely regard as a fantastic reviewer, a fair and balanced moral reviewer, and speaking out in favour of a community that, you know, I kind of have quite a good deal of, you know, respect for, and, you know, understanding of, you know, I mean, I am not part of that community, but I have felt some slings and arrows that you kind of get the feeling are aimed at that community, and I sure as hell know that anyone who fucking lays clear that they are on their side, I'm fucking on your side. Which brings me to the issue at hand. Now, part of me is not sure how to respond to this, because it's like, well, what more do I need to say? Because, you know, fucking Total Biscuit has just given me fucking gospel and verse on every fucking way to school, these bastards. And, you know, no word of lie, if this shit was going on anywhere I had any kind of say, like, I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. I clearly, compared to Total Biscuit, my morality is waning. But I do feel like I am a part of this community. I'm someone who has gotten Patreon money because people think my views are interesting. They think my political views are interesting, and this, you know, is arguably political in the sense that it is representing an oppressed group, and I certainly know that it is an oppressed group, and I also do kind of have personal reasons to kind of feel inclined to support this group, because, yeah, shitty genetics, low testosterone, you know, getting the shit ripped into me because, you know, you got fucking low lady voice. Yeah, dickheads are fucking shitty. And now I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't even fucking know. I genuinely didn't even fucking know. I mean, there's no need to. You know, fundamentally, like, it's you know, are you a boy or a girl? It doesn't matter. My name's Alex. You know, a person's, you know, a person's gender matters to them. Okay? It matters to them, and it matters to them in terms of, you know, how they kind of feel they need to be perceived. It doesn't matter to anybody else unless they consider it important. Okay? If you are someone who is asking me if I'm a man or a woman, like, the answer is a man, but fundamentally, like, if you've got a question, you don't ask. You go, you're Alex. That's what it is. People are people. Okay, I know this might be a radical concept. You know, I mean, I'm clearly the radical lefty here. But people are people. If someone says they are something, they are that something. You know, I mean, I know that there are pedants. I mean, that's what they are, pedants, going, the scientific facts, though. No, pedant, fuck off. In fact, worse than pedant, dickhead. And so, you know, I didn't know that, Laura K. Buzz was transgender. There was a moment, I think, when I might have sort of squinted and gone, but so what? So what? She's a fucking woman. She's a bloody awesome woman. And to be honest, I salute her. I salute anyone who has got the confidence and bravery and fucking bravado to say, yeah, I'm a woman and I'm gonna fucking make it in this goddamn sexist industry. And that goes even doubly if you're saying, yeah, I'm a transgender person. Because clearly, video games community, you are so full of shit. I mean, Total Biscuit says, like, you know, it's a trivial like amount of people, in that it's, you know, it's like tens of people compared to, you know, fucking thousands or whatever that he's got. But at the end of the day, this shit doesn't happen in other fucking groups. You know? This shit does not fucking happen in any other fucking genre. Okay? This happens in video games. She's a fucking... I can't do the fucking anger any more fucking justice than Total Biscuit has done. I can't deliver the smackdown any fucking more than Total Biscuit has done. But what I can say, because I'm not Total Biscuit, because I'm not a video games reviewer, I'm not a video games critic, I'm not part of the industry at all, I'm, you know, at most a fucking shitty sci-fi writer and I suppose political pundit, maybe? What I can say is that in my fiction there is a fact of the physics, that anything that is fiction is fact somewhere in a universe. And what I am going to do is I'm going to make it canon that anybody who has ever said anything fucking negative about Laura K. Buzz for being the way that she is, then you are getting tortured in a bazillion different fucking universes. You're having crows eat out your eyeballs. You're having the Farshanook lightly flay you as he roasts you over a fire. You're having Legisios harvest you for organs. You're having sharks tear you asunder. You're having zombies try and eat whatever tiny brains you have. You are having trees grow their roots through you. You are having the great Vashtanarada armies consuming you. You are having every possible kind of death and torture that it is possible to conceive of in the great big wide multiverse. And that's saying a lot. Because in every possible permutation of reality, there is some altered perception and altered permutation of fiction, and therefore some altered permutation of horror, and therefore the ways in which you will suffer will continue and continue and continue until the end of fucking time. I am fucking pissed. I am fucking pissed. Because I have seen a tiny fraction of the kind of shit that transgender people have to deal with. I've seen a tiny fraction of the existential horror that you get when you look in the mirror. I've seen a tiny fraction of the shame, a tiny fraction of the people who come to you to look at you like you're a freak. A tiny fraction of the people who share you going, come, the circus is in town. I have seen a tiny fraction of the hateful comments, the tiny fraction of the hateful people out there. And I know that it is enough to chill my fucking blood. So, as far as I'm concerned, it is very fucking simple. As of this moment, anyone who is fucking worthy is on Laura K. Buzz's side and is on the side of transgender people. Anyone who is not on their side, anyone who is a bigoted fucking idiot, fuck off. Get tortured in a bazillion different universes. Because I have no fucking mercy for you. I have no fucking mercy for you. And I'm not as moral as I once was. So, enjoy all of the different realities. And if you ever make the mistake of coming to me in this reality, oh, we will have fun. We will dance a merry fucking dance. Because I have had such a rough fucking year. And it would be so nice to just vent it all. But hey, that's not gonna happen because none of you out there are stupid enough to fucking come to me. So, essentially, Laura K. Buzz is fucking awesome. She is brilliant. This is her time. This is her year. And I want even fucking more now for her to become the fucking best. Because in my opinion, she already is. She's already someone who can toilet humour with the best of them, and already someone who can talk deeply and morally about the most important and difficult issues. She is someone who deserves to be successful in a way far more than the rest of the fucking white guy idiots complaining about video games. And I say that as a fucking white guy idiot who has complained about video games more than enough in my fucking time. I think that it is probably a good thing that I am not on Reddit. I do not have a feeling that I would like it there. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is 7:40 AM and I would like to get some sleep. So, I am going to, upload this. And, when I wake up, I want to know that, everybody on my Facebook group and on my YouTube channel and on my blog, that everyone is agreed that Laura K. Buzz is fucking awesome, and that anyone who has a problem with transgender rights can go fuck themselves. My name is Alexander Gordon Jahans. I'm a very weird writer, and I am someone who, from tomorrow morning, from the next time I get up, will be dependent entirely on my YouTube sponsors and on my Patreon money. I don't care. This kind of shit happening to anyone, but especially to people that I genuinely think are really quite good. Really fucking amazing. That's, well, it's a very fucking good thing that Total Biscuit has said it a ton fucking better than I ever could.